Alright guys, welcome to the Off Balance podcast. It's a bit different than usual. The setting is different too.
We are back.
Yeah, we're back. And live
Live.
studio.
Has been a while since we haven't crotch shot.
crotch shot you guys.
So it's good to crotch shot
so,
the listeners.
Yeah,
again.
just to explain real quick what happened. I'm sorry about last week. We did not release an episode. It was mostly on me, my bad. I lost Wi-Fi for 10 days and now it's back on. So I couldn't really get on Skype and whatever.
It's going to be shitty.
Yeah, it would have been like shitty. Then me and Taza recorded a podcast and we just fucked up the file.
That was me. I mixed it. I like the settings for that thing that records. I put it in the wrong way. I turned on the mono mix when you should turn it off.
Mono max.
Hopefully it's not happening again.
No, hopefully you guys are...
we need to update you guys on a couple of things.
Especially training, right?
Yeah, we've been training, and it's been a group of guys, secret location. We've been getting after it. Low key, obviously, you know.
Yeah.
Groups, a group that doesn't
small
exceed
group.
max. The max we've been was like what, 6, 8?
Yeah, pretty much.
Oh,
So what's happening is myself and Taz are getting ready for competition, first of all. So that's one of the cool thing that's coming up in June for us. So Taza was training with Luca at his house, and I was training with Donald here. And you know, like you train with the same guy every day, you're gonna get better technically, but it's not the same thing. You know, you need rounds.
Poor the guy getting hammered on.
Oh yeah.
You know what I mean? Like it's good for one person. It's good for the other, but like you can't just beat up on one guy the whole time.
No, that's the thing, man. It's like and you know what, like, remember when we train too often together? It's like, you know my patterns, and, like, you know you can, like, let's say, always do the same thing to kind of, like, I don't know, shut down my guard or something. So, not that it's pointless, but you need that new, like, you need to try new stuff with other people, right?
Yeah.
That's the whole point of training.
You need to have your confidence up, and the poor man, Luca, I mean, you just need to get beat, obviously, but you need to not beat up. Okay, I'm change the word. You need to obviously be on the receiving end of attacks, work on your defense. You need to offense, you need to attack. Because if you don't attack, then your confidence is shot, and now you're like, you just feel like it's getting worse.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
No, definitely, and confidence is a big thing. So, whatever, we were able to gather some guys, some mats, and have some training session that we're doing every day now. Just for the records, like all guys that like pretty much live by themselves or with like people, like we're still like Taza's not at home. I'm not seeing my parents for now. You know, we're still taking care of that. I have to say though, and I'm ready for, like I said on the last podcast we lost, I'm ready for some backlash, but not that I'm saying COVID doesn't exist. I'm not saying that. I'm not like a conspiracy theorist, but like for people under 50, there's a lot of evidence that shows that we're not really in danger, and the fact that we're competing and we're going to compete soon, it's like,
yeah,
you got to do something about it. And look, I chose to not see my parents. That's a choice I make so I can pursue my career, and I think we're doing the right thing, man, to be honest.
Yeah, it's a decision you make, and what's it called? The competitions have been kind of back on track. Fight to Win has been back.
Dude, every weekend, yeah.
Submission-only events are coming up. Third Coast are coming up with things. So, I mean, you can stay sharp, or you can just be team lockdown all the way, and just stay home and just lose your skills. And I'm on Twitter a lot, and Twitter is like it's a funny place. It's a bit like any fucking online places is a funny place. Yeah.
You have like team lockdown and team like anti-lockdown, and you cannot be in the middle.
No way.
If you say something about one, you're an extremist, you know.
Yeah.
So, look, I think we're still being careful, and the state right now here, for you guys that don't know, because we have like listeners from all over the world, right?
Mm-hmm.
In Quebec, it's getting better and better, and they're opening up tomorrow. Stores are opening up.
Oh shit!
A lot of know. No, you didn't know. Yeah, Taza knows today.
What did they open?
So a lot of stores are opening.
Fuck yeah.
No barbershop yet. I'm sorry,
man.
Yeah, we fucking
this
need
is
it.
One thing we need, man. Barbershop.
So
tram.
Good tram.
We need a tram.
But yeah, so it's getting better and better. Obviously, gyms are not open yet, but like we said, we're figuring out training. So, what do you have coming up? just so people knows.
Jets Kings.
Jets.
Jets Kings. June 13th
Yes.
in Tampa or Miami or somewhere in Florida. Tampa, I believe.
I think it's Tampa, yeah.
Yeah, and some tough guys in there. The bracket is pretty stacked.
Is it a 16-man bracket?
16-man bracket. The rule set is basically 3 minutes no points, 3 minutes points, 3 minutes overtime. So it's basically good preparation for trials. So I jump in, even though it's 185, a weight class above, where I usually compete. And it was hard to turn down with the names that are in it right now. So
who's in it right now?
Off the top of my head, I can think of there's John Combs is in it, Jason Rao is in it, Tackett is in it, William Tackett is in it.
Nice. He just won this weekend.
Pedro Marino, Roberto Jimenez,
Ooh.
Alan Sanchez.
Yeah, Alan Sanchez. He won Worlds.
Yeah, who else? There's a bunch of guys. AJ Souza's in there.
God damn it. That's
David
a nice
Garbo,
bracket.
remember David Garbo?
Yeah, for sure. I
He's
remember
in
on
it.
Javad.
The guillotine incident.
Yeah.
Amazing. A lot of other guys, it's the bracket is pretty stacked. Baby Monster is in there.
God damn it.
Valder.
Why is his name?
Johnny Tom is
Baby?
in it.
Oh, damn.
Yeah. So
Time to avenge.
time to avenge the flick of the wrist.
Ethan.
Yeah.
Ethan had a
good
tight match, though.
Bro, yeah, it was good, man. It was a good match.
Did you rewatch it?
I rewatched it.
What'd you think?
I'm going to be, as always with Ethan, I'm going to be super rough and critical and a dick to him. But I think it's a good. I think he lets people get inside his legs easily and then uses that to take the back. Works great. Don't get me wrong. It's a great strategy. But what happens is if you don't take the back after 1, 2, 3, 4 attempts, this is time you're spending defending.
You're not.
The
Yeah,
answer to
exactly.
judges. You're defending. Somebody's underneath you, off balancing you. You're defending. Yeah, there are threats on your end. You pass. You put pressure. You're making the guy work. But you still have to get out before you can do much.
I totally agree. Yeah.
And then at the end there was that knee bar.
That was it was a close call in a
That's
certain
what
way.
people remember. But I think Ethan.
Ethan had a nice heel hook, inverted from 50-50, belly down, and you saw Tama was like a bit. Oh, you felt it.
Yeah.
But
it was a good match.
I agree. Yeah, it was a really tight match. Decision was going
Back and
either
forth.
way. Yeah.
I mean, it gives me a good idea of when I face Tama what to expect because I saw a bit of his game. I saw what he's good at, what he's where there's a bit of where you saw him react a bit more to certain moves. So it's good to keep that in mind.
Yeah.
I also got to see Tackett compete yesterday. Looked very sharp.
Yeah.
As always. The guys.
That's
the guy's a
exciting,
beast.
man.
That's exciting.
Yeah, having a bracket like that is actually exciting.
It just makes you better, you know what I mean? It made me have to figure out training. It made me have to. You two, by the way, you're competing, right?
Yeah, so for me it's Third Coast Grappling in Houston on June 27. They haven't announced anything yet, so it's kind of... I'm not even announced, but whatever, man. Like, worst case scenario, they kicked me out, and I said that I was in, but whatever. So, so far it's a 8-man tournament for 10 Gs, so that's pretty nice price.
Then she's US.
Yeah, nice price, and the rule set is different than yours. It's kind of a sub-only rule set where you can score points and you can get tech if you score, I think, 11 or 13 points.
Oh yeah.
But then it's a weird fucking rule set. And then let's say you're up on points, time runs out. You get to choose if you start close guard, bottom or top, to score the first to score basically.
Weird. Okay.
Yeah, it's super
Weird.
I gotta reread it. That's why I wanted to do some close guard situation. We'll get to that.
We'll do
But
that.
so far I know I think they haven't announced anything, so maybe I should not say anything.
Yeah.
So we'll keep it for that. I'm supposed to compete in Houston. We're getting ready for it.
Yeah. I mean,
And-
listen, even me, I've told people, I'm going to go to the US. They're like, how are you going to get there? You're going to
Yeah, the border's
You're
closed.
going to walk. You're going to do this. You're going to do that. Oh, Mr. Pessimistic here, trying to bring me down. Not going to work. Either way, man, just prepare you're 100%
Just
going.
get ready,
Get
you're
ready,
going, yeah.
and luck will play in your favor. Trust me.
Mhm.
Put yourself in a position where you're going to be lucky.
Yeah.
Because, to be honest, I think I'll make it through, man.
I think if there's one guy that makes it true, it's this guy.
I'll find a way.
Look, he's gonna you're gonna arrive, okay? I imagine it already. You're gonna arrive at the customs, at l'aéroport,
Oh, yeah.
at the airport,
Yeah.
and they're gonna be like, "What are you doing in the U.S.? What do you want to do?" He's gonna be like, "Oh man, I'm grappling," and they're gonna be like, "Oh, you're a grappler,"
Yeah.
and you're gonna fall on someone who knows TriStar. You
Yeah.
know what happens all the time with the customs?
It happened to me at the border once. I go, and then honestly, my ears have helped me so much at airports.
Dude,
Security,
same.
police. I got pulled over yesterday for riding the bike.
Oh, you did?
Yeah, I got
oh,
pulled
yeah,
over,
yeah,
I
yeah,
told
for
you.
the red light.
I was waiting for Luca biking like a grandma behind me, like 2 kilometers behind me. We left at the same time. So I wait and I start. It's like a red light, but
Yeah,
like
yeah.
it's an intersection that's perpendicular. It's not like two lines that
No,
are like,
I know what
so
you
you
mean,
have
yeah.
to turn to the left. So I'm safe basically. It's not a big deal if I cross the
yeah,
red light
whatever.
on a bike slow with my fingers on the brake. So anyways, the cops pulled me over, pulled me to the side and like, oh, you do MMA? I told them, no, I do Jiu-Jitsu, where you train, TriStar, but I'm not training there now because it's closed, la 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 la. And then, yeah, ears played a good role. So I'm hoping I get to the border, and there's one guy I know who trains at GB West.
And that he's a custom?
At the customs.
Shit. Because there's often at the custom at the airport, like the U.S. custom, they ask me question about TriStar and like who I train with, and like they know MMA, they know Jiu-Jitsu, they know George. So if you tell them, and maybe they'll be nice.
I'm gonna
Who
go to
knows?
the customs. Like usually, I plan it so I go customs, walk to my gate. I'm already the last guy boarding. That's how I usually like to time it. But
This time maybe be
this
a bit
time,
early.
No, I'm gonna be way ahead of time. I'm gonna try my luck once or twice. You know what I mean? I'll try once, doesn't work. Try again.
Yeah.
I'm gonna try to pick a flight like in the afternoon. I'm gonna go in the morning.
Yeah, I think you could be fine, man.
Yeah, I mean, like, bro, UFC are definitely flying in athletes from
Yeah.
other places.
Especially like if you have no symptoms. I mean, we don't know because it's like they agreed to not let people pass, but we don't know. But at the same time, like it's up to the custom agent at the end of the day. So
I mean, it's gonna help a lot to have Flow Grappling write articles about it and promote it and everything. 'Cause I can just be like, look, it's pretty legit. It's here. It's an event.
Yeah,
it's
and
I'm going, and I'm gonna book my flight back. So I'm gonna have a return day. I'm gonna tell them I'm leaving. I'm gonna show them my return day. I'm gonna tell them, listen, I'm coming back this day, and I'm gonna quarantine myself. I live alone.
Yeah.
I'm really gonna milk it.
Yeah.
To make it through.
Milk.
The packet.
Yeah, same. I'll see. I'm in the unknown, just like you. You know.
Worst case scenario, I just had an amazing camp. I got better in other places. I'm back on track.
Look,
you know what I mean?
Look, other competition there will be, right?
Yeah.
Because if you're ready, let's say for Jet Skiing June 13th.
13th.
Let's say that day you know you're ready. You're confident. You walk out of like our training session and you're like, I know I'm ready to fucking kill.
Smash.
Then let's say you get denied at the border. Well, guess what? There's going to be another comp, and you got better.
Trials.
And you know for a fact that you were ready to compete and you done everything in your power to get better.
Just do what you can control, and then obviously the border guy, he's a dick or he's not a dick. You'll see that day.
It doesn't matter.
You'll find out.
It doesn't matter.
So training's been pretty good actually. I'm pretty happy with how we've been training. I was expecting it to be like, it's weird because like before this whole thing, when we train here, we'd get in. We'd fuck around, talk, we'd roll, sit around, fuck around, and, another session. We're taking more responsibility of our training now.
More serious, yeah.
Yeah, we're kind of, not paranoid, but means just the idea of not having, like, Faraz there all the time, or John there all the time, or Gordon, or like somebody I can ask questions to right away.
Like kind of a mentor, right?
Yeah.
Like having someone that, like, runs the session, looks at you.
Yeah.
When you have question, you can just go and ask.
Yeah.
Now we don't have that.
Yeah.
We have ourselves. And like we're not like we haven't been training for 20 years yet,
Mm-hmm.
You always need someone and people around you to help you out. So what do we do now? It's like you can explain maybe the rounds especially.
Well, luckily, I mean it's all starting with me watching my training and seeing where I'm lacking. That's step number one. So I've been filming my rounds. I upload it on an external drive. I watch my rounds and I see, I need to work on this. I need to work on that.
That's
nice.
nice.
I could have done this. I could have done that. So then I look for information. Like I watch people that done it. I watch like teammates that have hit this move before.
You can see it in competition on footage.
Yeah, and then their instructionals.
The way their posture is maybe at a certain point.
Yeah, and then the instructionals have been helping out, to be honest, because I look at, okay, this guy's good at that. I know it. That's his style. I'll go and I'll reach out and I'll check like that. Knee shield, getting the underhook.
That's cool.
I know Seth Smith from Upstream BJJ has a course online. By the way, you guys can go check it out.
Yeah.
He shows how to there's a nice way he gets the underhook, and he does something, usually people push and come up right away.
Yeah.
He does something a little different.
Seth has good off balances from those positions.
Sets up like an off balance where you land with the underhook. It's pretty nice. So things like that. Usually you'd have somebody show it to you. You'd be spoon fed the technique, but now I'm doing my own research. I'm watching myself train after training, so it's like I'm kind of going back being a coach.
And you got to try it like and see what like how guys react in the gym.
100%.
So
Yeah.
it's like the whole thing from the beginning.
It's fun, man. It's exciting, and I'm happy to be able to help other teammates too. It's fun. It's fun, walk in, show a couple of techniques, and like some of the guys today get in. They know what they want to drill.
Yeah.
They're getting good at it. They're sharpening up their tools.
Yeah,
it's nice to see.
It's nice, and one of the thing I realize is like I've been seeing like just from it's been what, a couple of weeks now.
2 weeks.
2 weeks we're training this way, and we're seeing the difference already. Like
Yeah.
some of the guys, like their guard got better, their off balances got better, and they're giving you more reaction, and they don't let you score easy.
No, it's
and
nice.
And we incorporate some wrestling in there too.
Not only that, I think what we're doing the best is we're being specific with our training.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
We're not losing time.
Not losing time, but it's also we're having scenario training, like very, very specific. And then to be honest, like we did a drill where like we're starting in like a shitty position where the person can stall on top, like knee
fucking
shield
love it.
with the arm laced, and the guy on top, you tell him you gotta stall or you gotta like just be defensive, and the guy on bottom has to open up.
So there's two roles. There's the guy stalling
Yeah.
and the guy trying to score. Like let's say you're in a match, you're down on point.
Yeah.
The guy on top of you stalls, which is in his own right. You know it's gonna happen.
Yeah.
So
Realistic.
Yeah, it's realistic and for competition footage.
Yeah.
This shit's gonna happen. So
Yeah.
the guy on bottom, you better sweep submit or get up or
Yeah.
like figure out
Yeah.
something. You gotta score.
And honestly, that helps a lot with seeing if the moves you're trying to do are legit or no. Because I've been working on some elevations from bottom. While preparing for the 2.0, writing down the script, I was able to correct some things in the instructional from doing that kind of training.
Nice.
You know what I mean? Some moves are like, yeah, I wouldn't put that in there right just yet. It just needs a bit more figuring out, more experimenting.
Yeah, you want to make sure like you're showing something that can work under like pressure and under like
easier
in a
to
real
explain,
match.
Yeah, and then like I'll give you an example. Like when somebody's on the knees from knee shield, you know what I mean? It's hard to attack the near leg if they're that low. So you'll probably do something else like attack the arm and then the leg. So these are like
force a reaction.
Little tweaks that you make when you train like that very specifically, and then you can watch it after. I think makes a world of a difference. You just get so much more out of your training, I feel.
Yeah, definitely. The other thing I've been liking a lot that we're doing is like a situation in like a winning situation. So someone like the stalling we're explaining is basically harder training. It's like at the end of the rounds. But like it's so tough because you got to get after it.
Dude, like literally guys that wouldn't give me as much of a hard time are giving me a harder time.
Dude, stalling and I was passing guard too. We were talking about that.
Yeah.
Like when you stall, sometimes like if the guy is so desperate to do something, then that's when you score.
Yeah.
The guy that's stalling scores because he's trying to come out on a shitty single because he's desperate.
Yeah.
Then you just get a body lock and pass the guard. It's sick.
Exactly. Or like a shitty shot, you down block, go behind, use it to...
Yeah, exactly.
So I think it's specific training, and the guys are able to benefit directly from that kind of training.
Yeah, and
like we're used to training at Henzo's with some of the best guys in the world, and these guys in the world needed somebody to show them and to help them. So I feel like
we're building that right now.
We're building something cool, man. The guys are good. They're motivated.
Yeah. Everybody's fucking down.
Yeah, the group of guys we have are really motivated or been working, and then we kind of set the goal like, all right, we're training. You can't pull guard like this round, like 80 cc, very.
And don't let yourself get scored on.
Yeah, and then we're really playing by these rules, and there's not much restriction in that rule set other than like the way you score points. But you're not being limited in your game. Everything's allowed pretty much.
Exactly.
Right?
Yeah. And another thing I was saying a bit earlier that I really like is the we warm up with some rounds where like someone's winning, someone is not losing, but like just giving reaction a bit. So it's a good way because it's still realistic. Let's say I'm bottom half guard and I need to sweep or submit.
Yeah.
Guy on top doesn't stall, but gives me enough reaction where I'm winning, but I got to work for it. And even if I start sweeping him, he's not like just getting swept. He's trying to show me that it won't be easy to score on him. So like we were going the other day and we were wrestling doing the same thing. One guy's winning, the other guy's defending.
Yeah. It's exhausting.
It's so exhausting because you got to go through moves the whole time. It's like I get a single, I chest pressure. Taza doesn't just fall on his ass you're not falling on your ass not doing it.
Get up.
Heist, now I gotta get to the back. Now, getting the back is not easy. I'm trying to take him down.
Granby
Turtles, Granby. It's
now
you
I'm
keep
reshooting.
going.
He
Yeah.
defends. So it's like you just problem solving for 5 minutes straight, and then you're focusing on a certain thing to problem solve, and it just gives you the
Yeah.
time to get those reps in that you
And
need.
it's exhausting.
And you're tired, so you got to be sharp with it. And then your partner's letting you work because it's scenario training.
Yeah.
And it's less impact on your body.
I feel like that forces us to learn a lot, like the way we want to train
Yeah.
and to make it better.
And then it's not that we're fucking geniuses sitting here figuring shit out. It's just we were so shot from training a certain way. A small group, we had to figure out a way to train a lot more, but in a smart way, keep getting better without destroying ourselves. So basically, just through trial and error and experimenting, and I'm sure we're going to come up with other creative ideas.
A good example is like the first week we did like a wrestling session, and we went like 20 minutes, like
Bonkers.
fucking hard, like so hard, and then everybody was dead after.
Mm-hmm.
Then this week we did a wrestling session where we were seeing someone's winning, someone's defending, but without like going crazy, but lining up moves and moves.
Mm-hmm.
Exhausted, but we went almost double the time.
Yeah.
Like 36 minutes or something
Honestly,
like that.
I just got more out of the session. I was able to
Me
work
too.
on things. And then trust
and
me,
I remembered after.
even these sessions, you can film them and look at what you're doing because you just need to see one or two things. Like, I'm not telling you everything you do, you're going to correct it. You see one or two things, you're going to go back to the gym and you're going to have something else to work on. You're going to keep progressing.
Absolutely.
So, it's about, at the same time, like right now, what else do we have to do than just run our own training?
Man,
you know what I mean?
Not much.
Not
Just
much. Training.
Keep in shape.
And to be honest, even this whole quarantine thing made me realize, like, I don't really need much else. Like, to be honest, I had 2 great weeks. I'm able to train. Seeing my buddies. My buddies are people from Jiu-Jitsu.
Everybody's
usually.
happy about it.
Yeah. Fucking restaurants are doing takeout, so I'm still pigging out, eating like a pig.
Yeah.
The only thing is, obviously, it sucks that the facility that we were training is like not like a gym where we have crazy amounts of mat space. We're limited with space. We're taking turns. We're confined, but you do what you can with what you have.
and it's not like exactly. We're still lucky to be training. That's all that matters.
Yeah. To be honest,
and we can still share contents with people. I've been teaching online too.
Yeah.
I've been adding that to my schedule, and I've been enjoying it here and there. Not too often because it's obviously it takes time out of your training, but just you keep in touch with a couple of people,
staying productive,
and you stay productive and sharing some content online, the podcast, anything.
Yeah, what we're saying also off air is that the style of training, like let's say non-jiu-jitsu related, has changed a lot for me. Like after training, I'll lift, and then I'll cycle one exercise every day, and then there's no more session where I just lift. I don't.
Yeah.
I won't be doing that.
I did the whole. I was telling you, I did a whole month of
just that,
just almost CrossFit training. So time restricted.
Mm-hmm.
As many reps as possible on deadlift, kettlebells, shit like that. It was good. Then I tried my first week going back to jiu-jitsu to keep that training because I was like, I want to get bigger and stronger. And I just burnt out. I was like, oh my God.
You can't, man. The only way you can is you gotta juice, my friend.
Yeah.
If I had get on them fruits and vegetables, call your doctor, start sticking needles.
If I had a needle in my ass, I could have kept going.
You could
but
do
I'd be
it.
fucking huge. I'm shedding weight right now.
But to be honest, if you're adapting the intensity, I feel we can get the same amount of training in terms of jiu-jitsu, technical training. I think we could. Honestly, I go back to the place where I'm staying, with Luca. We have mats. I'll still be able to watch, drill a couple of things, play around with a couple of things, so that the next day I know what I'm going to show the guys to kind of counter that or whatever. So. Dude, I really can't complain, man. We're living a good life. We've got to be grateful.
Man,
things are good.
And it's super fucking nice outside in Montreal. So every time after training, we take our bikes, just go around, go sit in the park, get some food, chill. This is the good life, and it's what you makes of it,
Between sessions, you get to enjoy, your own city. It's not bad, I haven't spent a full summer in Montreal in a while, and it feels pretty good. I pumped, it's nice. You're close to the family, close to your friends.
Yeah,
it's nice.
I enjoy it.
You gotta look at the positive, right? I mean,
that's the thing. The thing is, you always tell yourself, especially as a jiu-jitsu competitor or any athlete, it's how can I get better? And it's always that question, right?
Yeah.
But there's not only one way. And I think a lot of people has been showing it. I keep thinking of these guys, but think about all the guys that are good at jiu-jitsu on the circuit that have their own small school. Not really with like, obviously New York's the like it's the best place. You have John, you have Gordon, Gary, Craig, like
Jason,
Ethan,
JT.
all the fucking
Yeah.
guys. But at the same time, there's a lot of great guys that comes out of different places.
Yeah.
So
You take responsibility if you're training. You know what I mean? I
if
feel
you're
like
if you're being
if you're a serious guy,
Yeah.
you gotta take responsibility right now. You know what I mean? You gotta coach yourself. How you coach yourself, and you train at the same time. You gotta do them at separate times.
Yeah. If you
Film
just
yourself.
come in and you do like, let's say, volume rounds like as hard as possible, you train hard, okay, good for you, but at the end of the session, can you ask yourself like, what did I learn?
Yeah.
How do I get better? And what did I do to make myself advance?
Mhm.
If you just come in, roll, and we're all guilty of it sometimes. You come in, you're a bit like mindless, you roll, it's fun, you feel good, but after you feel good, but you're not necessarily better.
Yeah. I think
It's the way you train, man.
Yeah, I think it's just you gotta have the just plan it out just before you get to the gym, so
Yeah.
you know, like
Bro, these guys in Norway, man,
Mhm.
like Lengaker,
yeah,
like they're 2-3 black belts.
yeah,
Like they're very good, but they take their training seriously and they
Mhm.
show it like they fucking podium like all the time.
And guess what? Now people go and visit them.
Yeah,
So
that's pretty cool.
yeah, that's pretty cool. If you get to that point, that's pretty nice. You know what I mean?
It's because they
It's
put
about
in the
building
work.
it, man. Building
Yeah.
it, taking your time, and I think now's a good time to do it. You know what I mean? Is it top priority? Like, if the quarantine wasn't here, would I still be here? I'd probably be in New York training.
Yeah, most
Not gonna
probably.
lie to you, but
Yeah.
with the circumstances where we are, with what we have,
Yeah,
man, I think we're making the most out of our situation.
I'm pretty happy with my training right now.
Yeah. I
feel
feel like
good.
I'm improving. I'm leveling up. I have autonomy of my training, and I gotta do the thinking on my own. And the thinking, the experimenting on your own, it just sticks with you so much more once you get it. You
Yeah,
know
and
what
I
mean?
feel like I have time to think about other things jiu-jitsu related, like what I want to do with like, my teaching, because there's not only competition, there's other things we're trying to get,
Yeah.
So teaching, online teaching, I didn't, at first I was like, nah, I'm not going to do it. Then a guy hit me up and I'm like, oh, I might try it. And then I'm like, oh, that works.
Mhm.
And then maybe creating content for people. So you get that moment is a good moment to think about new stuff.
Yeah. For me, the online thing really hit me when I was like, all right, they closed the border, but they kind of opened them up again because, like, now we're relying online. Okay, I can reach out to athletes.
Everybody.
I've been reaching out to guys, honestly. I've been reaching out to guys that I usually, ask questions to in New York. I've been reaching out, asking questions, sending videos. They reply me back. I experimented on my own.
That's
I
so
tried.
cool.
It works. So, yeah, you can teach. You can learn also online. You know what I mean? Like,
Yeah.
reach out, check out.
There's no border online, man.
There's no border.
Unless
you
you're in
just-
China.
Really? They got
Communist.
Damn. Is it?
Well, yeah, actually, like the Chinese people, they can't access the same internet as us.
That's wild.
There's a lot of fences.
Jesus, man.
And even worse, North Korea, but yeah, they just don't have access at all. North Korea, man, zero pandemic. They probably shoot everyone that's like...
Yeah, but
I'm just
also
kidding.
the information we're getting, like, how do we know
Yeah.
it's true? You know
No,
what I mean?
yeah, it's always hard, but like truly, like internet makes no border. That's
Yeah.
cool, man. You can reach out. I was teaching people in the UK, man.
Levels.
It's just time difference, and then you
Yeah.
set it up.
Yeah, that's it.
All good.
The one thing, like, with the team lockdown, the one criticism I have for them, it's like, all right, it's not like the medical side of things has never had any critiques or has never been a little shady with a couple of things
Oh,
or the things they prescribe or the way they go at things. So I wouldn't
Yeah.
be surprised if some of the information being given is a little milked or a little exaggerated. Or
But I like where you're going because, to be honest, it's like I've always been a big I'm a big science guy. But I mean science bring proofs, and by proof you can like tell if something is like happening or not, or right or wrong.
Yeah.
But the problem is there's so many with stats. You can always play with stats, and science doesn't mean truth all the time. But a lot of people, they think science mean truth every single time.
Yeah.
But there's always, you got to review what's happening. That's the
look
thing with
around.
science.
Look around, man. People are freaking having parties at the park.
Yeah, exactly.
Literally, go to the park on the weekend and see
But-
if you can sit down.
Yeah.
Find a place to sit down.
Yeah,
But
there's so many
gyms
people
are
right
closed
now.
though. Jesus, I find that obnoxious.
It's yeah, and the problem is like it's always like it was a new situation when it happened, so it's like I understand why the government reacted that way, because they need to protect their population,
Yeah.
and they didn't know what was hitting them yet.
Yeah.
But now after a few weeks and research and you like the way they test and like you always tell yourself, are they doing the right thing or not? And science doesn't always mean we're doing the right thing. Because some science says that the lockdown is retarded, and some science says the lockdown is the good thing to do. So who to fucking believe? It's tough, man.
How does it benefit you, or how does it have an effect on you? It's probably how you're gonna. It's probably gonna influence the opinion that you have on it.
And I'm tired of like like some people says like you can only listen to scientists because if you're not a doctor you don't know, but that's not true. Like I value the opinion of everybody. And even if I'm a jiu-jitsu athlete, I still read, I still have like some knowledge on other things. So it doesn't mean I'm right, but I can have an opinion of my own, and I'm a citizen too. Like,
listen, worst case scenario, if anybody's listening and it's not really cool, we gave you guys some jiu-jitsu and we're just ranting about which is
okay, man. People want to know what we think about that shit.
I'm gonna be honest, I'm not gonna sit here and no, you're gonna stay.
Yeah, no, exactly. Yeah. No, but at the same time, I think like, to be honest with that conversation, it's like you feel like you're walking on eggshells sometimes.
Yeah.
But now I'm like, I'm just gonna say what I think, and people want to know why we do things and what do we think, So, like, let them know. I think it's a issue that's really hard to deal with because it does affect people, but it does not affect other people.
Hey, this is one of the good parts about having a podcast. Now you can kind of say,
whatever the fuck you want.
Just speak out. I don't know, whatever. I think, that's the update for us. Jiu-Jitsu's been going good. Health-wise, going good. Knock on wood.
Where's the wood at?
We're still going strong. Right
here. Everything's going fine. And look,
and then
we're still being careful. We're not retarded. Like I said, like my parents, I've been telling them for a while because they're over 60. Well, they're 60 pretty much, and they're healthy, and I know nothing's gonna happen to them, I'm sure. But we keep it like low, We're I'm not fucking hugging them and like Frenching them, So we're not retarded, I know Taza and I, if I get sick and Taza gets sick, we're strong, like young, we're gonna be fine,
We made it out of Flushing, New York when this thing was going.
Oh my God.
I think we can make it.
That was like Wuhan 2.0.
Literally, that's literally where it started. The smell in that supermarket, I remember when I went there. Man. This is where it started, I'm telling you. So, I don't know, man. I think we've covered pretty much what we had in mind. And I don't want to bore our listeners with the same COVID-19
you know what? I think they will
discussion.
They will like it. They'll be like, okay, let's see what these jiu-jitsu bums...
Jiu-jitsu guys are going to listen to, guys. If you listen to it, we got you.
Yeah, if you're still here listening to us right now...
and you don't agree with what we're saying?
You got looped in it.
Yeah.
On that part, let's move out to what?
Let's wrap it up, boys.
We wrap it up. Everybody, thank you for listening. Sorry for... we skipped a week. We'll be back in full effect.
Full effect, live crotch shots, live conversation, live updates of how the training's going.
Yeah.
And upcoming competitions, upcoming projects, upcoming things coming up.
Oh yeah, a lot of stuff coming up.
A lot of stuff coming up. Myself, I got the 2.0. I mean, it's filmed, it's on the camera, it's on the drive, the audio too. Just gotta sync it up, edit it, trim it up, and then it'll be out there.
Same on my part. I edited a armbar escape video that's going to come up pretty soon, and I have other projects, so we'll talk about it in the future.
When the time when we'll cross that bridge when we get there. Yeah. So guys, you want to support? Subscribe. Listen to your inner gut, and click on that bell. We notify you. We let you know when there's a new episode. That's it, really. Just. We're happy to have you here. Let us know, in the comment section on Reddit, in YouTube, wherever you guys want to leave us feedback. Can hit them up on IG. You can hit me up.
Yeah, on IG and if you guys hate what we just said, you can just go and dislike. It's even better. Go and dislike on YouTube.
No, actually, give us another chance.
Yeah,
give us another chance.
Yeah, maybe we'll change.
We will correct. We will improve. But let us know if you don't.
Let us know for sure. Get some feedback, and we're ready to argue forever with you guys.
We will tone down our rants next time.
Yeah.
To make sure we gotta give the people what they want. They want less less direct opinion about COVID-19, we'll adjust that. We'll adjust it.
Yeah.
We gotta thank our sponsors, Mizu Studio, Valerio.
Behind the camera. He's not exactly behind the camera, but he's behind it.
Somewhere. He's in our hearts.
Yeah.
In our hearts.
Taking care of it.
Corazon. Mizu Studio in lovely Saint-Henri. We miss that place so much.
Oh man. It's been forever. We're talking about it this week.
Yeah.
Miss the training, the Wednesday training, man.
Miss the training.
Open mats.
The vibe.
Yeah.
The atmosphere.
And teaching too.
Teaching there, teaching the group there. Lovely people. Lovely crowd. We will be back in full force.
Lovely.
Lovely, innit? Next up, Scramble, Canada. There's a store online, guys. You want to check it out. Support. Give us that morale. Check out what we got. Probably some summer things are going to be released soon. Keep an eye out on that.
Most probably.
Same thing for
Still
Roll
running.
Forever. Same thing.
Yeah.
Keep an eye out on rollforever.com. There will be some new drip for you guys if you want to support.
Yeah, especially now that Jiu-Jitsu is opening up in the US. And Roll Forever is US based by Betty.
Betty Boo.
Brothers, Betty Boo.
Betty Boo.
She's been helping out athletes.
Betty
and,
Boo has been grafting during the quarantine. She's a nurse. She's been working. I think,
she's
just insane.
She's
shifts.
a pharmacist in the hospital, so
she's not a nurse. Sorry.
Yeah, a bit different, but still, she's been fucking grinding,
Grafting.
not non-stop. But and thanks to her, like for helping out and helping us out too.
Yeah, supporting.
Soon, Roll Forever. You saw
supporting before the quarantine. I remember helping me out through my camps and everything. Thank you for that.
Thank you so much. And we will have because we had new merch that was coming out, but COVID crushed it. But it is coming out, and the website's going to be ready for you guys soon. Post COVID,
simple, clean gear. No fucking. We don't have any
Beautiful.
bamboo monkeys swinging around on the rash guards. Simple, clean.
That's it.
That's
it looks
it.
good.
That's it. It
That's
looks
all
good.
that's all that
it's
matters.
durable. It's good material.
It's sick, yeah.
Whatever.
And we do customs too. You guys will be up to date.
And
with
you know
that.
what? Here's the thing. People say, I don't care about what I wear. The style, I don't matter. I just want something simple. But the simplicity in itself is a style.
Yeah. It looks good too.
Don't fool yourself. You like style. You're a fashionable person if you're listening to this. You like it clean. Check out rollforever.com.
Hell yeah.
Get some.
Almost there, yeah.
Physiomentum opening up on June 1st. If you got any aches, even wherever you are in the world, take that chance. Cross the border. Come to Montreal. Get yourself fixed up.
Cross it.
Cross it. If you're in Montreal, they're open June 1st. I'm going to go and get some dry needling done on every
joint
inch of my body.
Yeah.
For
on the eyes.
Eyes, the neck, the knee, the shoulder. Everything is going to get needled. I can't wait.
Oh my god.
Every inch.
Every inch.
Every inch.
On that note.
On that note,
we're
guys.
good, yeah.
Thank you for sticking around. Thank you for being patient with us, bearing with our BS. Any jiu-jitsu related question, guys, you can send us a message directly on IG.
Go ahead.
COVID-19 hate you want to throw at us, vent. We're here to take it.
Yeah.
Take it like champs.
It's just more training, you know?
Exactly.
All right.
We're going to lock it up right here, guys. Safe in it.
Hey.